Welcome, friends. Today we are making what some people call a breakfast strata or a brunch strata or an egg strata. I tend to think of it as a savory bread pudding. And it's the kind of thing that you can make a night before and then serve at a big family gathering for breakfast or brunch. Oh, I don't know if you've got a big festival coming up like Christmas or New Year's, any festival, where you want to make something ahead of time and feed a crowd quickly, easily, with something that tastes fantastic. So, of course, the base for this is bread. So I'm just going to cut this up and we'll get moving. Next up, I'm going to chop some green onion. We'll just set that aside to one side of the cutting board. And now we'll chop up some ham. And you don't need to chop the ham too fine. Just dice it into nice little cubes. And as soon as you've got it diced, you can just spread that over top of the bread in the baking dish. Now I'm just going to grate some cheese over top. And so this is Emmental. You could use any cheese you want. Gruyere, you could use cheddar. Really nice old cheddar would be quite nice in this. Pepper jack. I don't know. The flavors of the cheese are really up to you. I like Emmentaler. I really like Emmental with ham sandwich. So the combination of ham and this cheese goes really well for me. But again, this is for you. Use whatever you want. Great. Now I'll just take the green onions that I chopped up earlier and sprinkle those on at this point. And you see why it's called strata. I mean, there's layers of, you've got the bread and then the ham and then the cheese and the onion. Next up is the egg. Now, to the eggs, we add some fresh thyme, a little bit of salt, a little bit of freshly ground black pepper, some Dijon mustard, and maybe just a little bit more. And milk. There's also some garlic. That I'll just crush in. I hate chopping garlic. I've really become a big fan of the garlic press. And we'll just use the whisk to get that off. Okay, so with a balloon whisk, just give that a really good mix. Now this is by no means the definitive list of flavors you could put with this. You can take this basic concept and flavor it any way you like. You don't want to use ham, you could use pieces of chicken. Already cooked roast chicken, like rotisserie chicken would be great. You could put bacon in here. You can put different flavorings in the egg mixture. You can put hot sauce, you can put sriracha, anything you want, really. Take this basic concept and just run with it. So after this is all mixed together, slowly, carefully pour it into the baking dish. You don't want to disrupt too much of the ham and the cheese and the bread. You just want to pour it in there and do it slowly enough that it sort of starts to soak into the bread. Now, I just throw the lid on this and stick it in the fridge. If you're going to cook it the same day that you make it, let it soak together at least an hour. But really leave it in the fridge overnight and then cook it the next morning. And you're going to get the best development of flavor, and the bread's really going to soak up the egg. It'll just be much, much better that way. And the next morning I just stick that in the oven to bake.
So is this... Ugh, I'm making a mess. There we go. Thank you.
Ooh.
So is this the same recipe that we had with that was made for brunch last year at Christmas?
It's the same idea. I don't know if it's the same recipe.
Fair enough.
It's a riff on that same.
Okay,
same
I didn't know
idea.
if you'd gotten it from them or if you
No.
just kind of over-researched it and created your own.
I just created my own.
All right, that sounds
So,
like your style.
and even though I created my own, I mean,
It's not complicated.
No, it's not. It's completely open to interpretation.
It's still really hot.
Okay.
We've let it cool, but it's still really hot.
It's steaming. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where if you've got the method down and the basic proportions of the bread and egg, you can put anything in it. Absolutely anything in it. Let's see if it's too hot yet.
It's too hot. Although tasty. I'm a little afraid of the heat.
It's a little warm, but it's not going to burn you.
Okay.
So, brunch table for a crowd. You could make 2 or 3 with different toppings, bake them off in the morning, and be really good. Serve this
You can
with...
even add hot sauce.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You know what?
there's all kinds of things that you could put in this. So for your next family brunch, breakfast, celebration, I mean, Tuesday night dinner. This is
Whatever you need it for.
This is a really good riff on...
No one's judging
No,
when you eat it.
no. It's got everything in here that you want to eat. Fantastic. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.